Hi and welcome to Chemipedia chemistry classes for 12th standard. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the two different types of non-stoichiometric defects. That is the first one, metal excess defect. The second one, metal deficiency defect. The first, let us discuss about the metal excess defect. This excess defect is due to presence of more number of metallic ions. It is due to presence of more number of positive metallic ions. Then, because of presence of more number of positive ions, the neutrality of the compound is getting disturbed. Whereas the neutrality will be maintained by presence of certain number of anionic vacancies or due to the presence of electrons. So generally, alkali metal halides, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, etc., possess this kind of metal excess defect. So let us discuss a case of sodium chloride. When sodium chloride is heated with sodium vapor, basically sodium chloride is a colorless ionic compound. It will slowly changes into yellow in color. That is because on heating, the Na plus ion which is present in the sodium vapor is getting deposited on the surface of sodium chloride crystal. At the same time, the Cl minus ion which is already present inside the crystal diffuses to the surface of the crystal and it combines with the Na plus ion which is deposited on the surface and becomes as NaCl. But as a result of this, there is a anionic vacancy created. Anionic vacancies are created inside the crystal. Those anionic vacancies are getting filled by the unpaired electrons which are produced during the formation of Na plus ion. See, when we heat sodium chloride in presence of sodium vapor, the sodium atom which is present in the sodium vapor loses the electron and becomes as Na plus ion. That Na plus ion is getting deposited on the surface, isn't it? So that the electron which was lost by the sodium atom which is present in sodium vapor is entering into the crystal and automatically it fills up the anionic vacancies. That is the way how the neutrality of the compound is maintained. The neutrality becomes unaffected. Okay, right. So the vacancies, anionic vacancies which are filled by the electrons are generally called as F centers. What do you call? F centers, which means either Fabry center or Farben center. Actually, this Farben center is a German word which means color center. Because of formation of these F centers, the colorless compound is getting some color, isn't it? So that's why that anionic vacancies are generally called as F centers. So F center are a meaning color center. Okay, right. So that in this defect, the number of cations are greater than anions, isn't it? So that the sodium chloride molecular formula can be expressed as Na1 plus X Cl. So which shows that the number of Na plus ion is greater than Cl minus ion. Okay. So the another example for metal excess defect is zinc oxide. Basically, zinc oxide is a colorless compound, but when it is heated, it may lose oxygen. So this is a reaction. What happens when zinc oxide is heated? ZnO on heating gives Zn2 plus ion with loss of oxygen and electrons, 2 electrons, isn't it? So that zinc oxide while heating, slowly it turns into yellow from colorless. That is due to presence of excess of Zn2 plus ion. When oxygen is lost by zinc oxide, now the number of cations, there will be excess of Zn2 plus ions, isn't it? So that in zinc oxide crystal, the extra Zn2 plus ion as well as the electrons lost by the zinc will be occupying the interstitial positions. Okay. So this is another example for metal excess defect. Okay, right. Then what is the application of these crystal defects? Basically, they do not affect the geometry of the crystal, but they have some impact on the crystal. They produce some color to the compound. So because of presence of these kind of effect, the colorless compounds are getting some color. Okay. Then the next one, the electrical conductivity of the material is getting increased, because like in metal excess defect, unpaired electron which is filling the anionic vacancy, isn't it? So that due to presence of such unpaired electrons, the conductivity of the material, electrical conductivity of the material is getting increased, as well as the paramagnetic property also increases. The paramagnetic property is nothing but a property of material attracted by magnetic field. So due to presence of unpaired electron, the paramagnetic nature of the material also getting increased. So these are certain applications of these defects. Okay, right. So next let us move on to the second type of non-stoichiometric defect, which is nothing but metal deficiency defect. Okay. So here this defect is because of lesser number of cations than anions. So metal deficiency defect, the number of cations will be less than the number of anions, which means certain number of cations will be missing from the lattice points. Okay, right. Then in what kind of crystals this metal deficiency defect is observed? This is observed in ionic compounds where the cation is having variable valency. So what does it mean variable valency? Certain elements are having more than one valency, isn't it? Only in such metal compounds, this type of metal deficiency defect is observed. Okay. For example, iron, if you take iron, so iron has two different valencies, isn't it? Fe2 plus is there as well as Fe3 plus. So only in such compounds, such metal compounds, this metal deficiency defect is observed. Basically, compounds of transition metals, D block, compounds of transition metals, we have this kind of metal deficiency defect. Okay. And let us discuss an example, iron oxide. Okay. So iron oxide example for metal deficiency, iron oxide, iron sulfide, etc. Okay. Right here, certain number of Fe2 plus ions are missing. Okay. So due to missing of positive ion, the negative charge is found to be greater than the positive charge, isn't it? So that the neutrality is getting disturbed. So to maintain the neutrality, so what will happen is twice the number of Fe2 plus ion is getting oxidized into Fe3 plus ion. Suppose if one Fe2 plus ion is missing, by the time the neighboring two Fe2 plus ions are getting oxidized to Fe3 plus, which means the neighboring two Fe2 plus ions are converted into Fe3 plus ion, isn't it? So such a way the neutrality of the compound is maintained. Okay, right. But when you compare the total number of Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus ion with the oxide ion, so comparatively it is lesser. Okay, because certain number of ions are missing, isn't it? Certain number of Fe2 plus ions are missing. So therefore the total number of ferrous and ferric ion, sum of ferrous and ferric ion will be lesser than the oxide ion. Okay, right. So here the number of Fe2 plus and 3 plus is lesser than oxide ion, isn't it? So that the molecular formula of the compound can be given as FeXO. Here the X ranges from 0.93 to 0.98. So which indicates that oxygen number 1, Fe number is between 0.93 to 0.98, which means the number of ion, ferrous ferric ion is lesser than oxide ion. Okay, right. So now let us have a look at the two diagrams. Okay, right. So this is a diagram for metal excess defect, sodium chloride. So Cl minus and Na plus ions are arranged alternatively. Then this is nothing but F center, which is occupied by the unpaired electron, which is produced from sodium element. So the Cl minus actually present here is diffuses to the surface and combines with Na plus and becomes as NaCl. Okay. So this is nothing but sodium vapor. Sodium chloride is heated in sodium vapor. We get this metal excess defect. Okay. Then for metal deficiency defect. Okay. So this is oxide ion. The smaller one is nothing but ferrous ion, isn't it? Right. Now this dotted line represents, dotted sphere represents one Fe2 plus ion is missing. Okay. Because of missing of that Fe2 plus ion, the two neighboring Fe2 plus ion, these two colored spheres are nothing but Fe3 plus ions. Actually they were Fe2 plus. Because of missing of Fe2 plus, one Fe2 plus ion, to maintain neutrality of the compound, these Fe2 plus ions are getting oxidized into Fe3 plus ion. Okay, right. So thank you. I hope you understood about the two non-stoichiometric defects which are present in ionic crystal. Thank you.